Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Real Talking Podcast with your hosts Ash and JD. So we're finally back
Finally.
for everyone, all the lovely listeners at home. It's not been any different, but for us, we've had a week off, and not much has happened really, has it? There's still a bit of a windy bit of weather going on.
Windy. Well, no. King got cancer.
Yeah, on
That's Tom
sausage
Garrett
fingers.
banged something off for someone. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Also, wait there. Have you seen it? Because I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
So I didn't know as I was like scrolling through. I think it was Twitter. I didn't know that was the video. So I saw.
Did you see it though? Because I haven't seen
I
it.
literally I saw 2 seconds, realised what was going on, and I was like, I ain't
What
watching
what
this.
what was going on? Because on TikTok, it never shows you the video. It just shows you people's reactions to it.
So, dressing room banter.
Is it though? Like,
No,
or just gay?
yeah. So it's not anything that we would have done back in the day.
Right.
Well, definitely us.
Mm.
I know a couple of lads that would probably do something like this, but yeah. So it's like one of the fellow teammates. I don't know if it was a football team or a rugby team or something, but they're sitting there recording, and so the one lad standing there. I mean, why he's got his dick out in the first place, I don't know, because I don't think he even had his shorts on. I think he was just standing there with a t-shirt on,
Yeah.
and then Tom's like just tugging on his soft cock.
You know, I, the thing is, we spoke about this kind of stuff. Does that make you gay?
Well, so I'd seen him on TikTok afterwards because obviously he blew up from it. He does. I don't know if it's a watch along or if it's just a footballing podcast with Theo Baker. I don't know who else, but
Yeah,
like
I think they do a watch along and a podcast. I think they do on some games. They do a watch along.
yeah. So it was like they're all just. It's got the awkward music in the background,
Yeah,
and they're just sort of like looking around,
yeah, I've
trying to
seen that clip.
ignore the elephant in the room. So I'd seen that, but then like uh, there was a video from Tom himself where what's his name now? It's a camp geezer. Well, he is gay, but he's like extremely camp as well, though. Short, skinhead,
Oh,
Louis
Ah,
Spencer.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he was like, oh yeah, Louis Spencer's has followed me on Instagram and whatever. And then he done a video as well where like Louis saying, I don't see anything wrong with it, blah blah. And like he blows a kiss or something at the end,
yeah.
saying, "Look, we should have a game of football or something together." And so then, like, Tom's sitting there, he's drinking a glass of, I think it was Mad Ray, if I remember right. And he's like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to shag Louis Spencer just for the crack."
Mm.
But because I don't even know if he's gay.
Uh,
Tom
Tom.
Garrett. It's a bit
Well,
obvious about Louis Spence.
yeah, but I was literally I was going to say, well, clearly he's mate. If you think about it,
Well,
it depends. What people have different. What's gay or not. But for me,
yeah,
and
if
for
you
this
want,
podcast, is that guy
well, it is because we
right? So
touched on it before,
yeah,
didn't we? So
pegging is guy. Tugging on another man's soft cock is gay.
yeah,
There we go.
being gay is gay, being boy is gay, being a lesbian
Yeah.
is gay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gay. But how often does he do it?
Well, I don't know. That's either way. It's even if it's a one-off, it's still gay.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
Sorry, mate. I did cut you up on your open. I know you had a lot to say.
no, so that's like, because there wasn't like
Right.
in general not a great deal has gone
Mm.
on in our 2 weeks off. I mean, I suppose the biggest news is that Bevo is single now, isn't he?
Oh, this honestly, I can't wait for this guy not to be a thing. I'm sick of scrolling past him on my TikTok.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Like the way it's just like blown up even more again. That I don't even know his missus name, but yeah, the frog-eyed woman anyway. Because they'd split up, and then literally the next day she was with
HS.
HS
TikTok, yeah.
but HS anyway. She's with him the next day, and he slapped her straight on OnlyFans. It's like Jesus Christ, man. Like I'm so glad that we're older than all of this bullshit because I couldn't handle that. Like, fair enough. Bevo probably gets slapped up by him. But if that was me in that situation, I'd be straight round finding him and just whacking his head off. I'd be like, nah, you're out of order. It doesn't matter what's happened between us two. You don't do that, man.
It's all for the.
It's all clicks and that, yeah.
I think a lot of stuff online is scripted. I think they. I think it's scripted. I have to admit,
A lot of it is scripted, and it's clout
just
chasing.
just for the clicks and views, just so people like take an interest. That's what I think, and that's got to be one because it's got to be.
Yeah, but talking about scripted, the Super Bowl.
Right now, I didn't watch it. It's something that
I haven't watched it either.
It's something that I've always wanted to watch, and I never understand why they do it on a Sunday and not a Saturday night. Because obviously it's like an event in America, isn't it? So
they probably have a bank holiday or something the next day.
No, I don't think they do. I think
I don't know,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I've always thought it's weird how it's not done on a Saturday. So you've got the day to recover, basically.
Yeah, but then, because what time is it there? Because for us,
it was.
I think it finished at 4 a.m.
Yeah, UK I think it started at. Did it start at midnight, just after 1? Also, what cracks me up is like, obviously when you watch our sports like football, rugby, cricket, tennis, if you will, it's non-stop. It kills me how much.
Well, I did see a stat. It's something like the average NFL playing time is like 11 and a half minutes. So even though it's like a 2-hour game, because there's a stoppage in play, the clock still ticks over.
Right.
Whereas obviously, like, now fair enough with football, if the ball goes out or there's a foul and that, the clock still runs, but then there's added time.
Yeah.
But rugby, which is the proper man sport, not this NFL soccer, American football. So rugby, they'll pause the clock.
Yeah.
You rarely get a minute or two added on rugby. So yeah, it's like 11 and a half minutes of actual playing time.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole of the Super Bowl event is like 4 hours, isn't it? I did see
the halftime show. I think it's like half an hour long as well.
Yeah,
as well. So
I did see Usher's, not the whole of the performance, but I saw some of it anyway. But even that, it's like he's got the microphone on, you can hear him, but he's not like the original track is playing in the background, and just every now and again he's singing over it. So it's like you're just dancing there.
Yeah.
You might as well not even be mobbed up. You're just dancing.
Yeah.
So that was quite strange. But I suppose that's just always been a thing, really.
I think just maybe for 2 reasons, just in case there is technical problems, that it's still getting played through the speakers.
Yeah.
And also, it's probably not as good live. I don't know, but you would hope that he would have done it live. I suppose. I suppose it would be hard to dance.
Well, I was just about to say that. Yeah,
without losing your breath, though.
I've always found that a bit of a what's the word? Like, kind of like a cop out, because like those artists, they'll put on more of a show of the dance.
Are you going to watch them dance, or do you want to watch them sing?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
So obviously it depends on what you're into. I'm more of a fan of the vocals as opposed to watching them dance and that long. That's why when you watch the likes of Ed Sheeran live, it's just literally just him. Yeah, loop pedal, and he's banging away. He's doing everything himself, and not often, not many songs anyway, he has like a full band with him, does he? So that's more of a better experience that I find personally anyway.
Why did you say the Super Bowl was scripted though? Because we was on about.
So
what happened?
It's because they've done it for Swift, haven't they? For Taylor Swift.
Because that Kelsey.
Yeah. So
sorry. Go on. Sorry. No, I'll keep going. You go on.
No, it's all right. It's just too too much of a coincidence that Taylor Swift's fella, her little hubby, he's on the winning team, and because she was she had a performance in Japan, I think, the night before, so she had to get on a private jet to get over, like within a couple of hours to be there. It's written in the stars. Like, no, it's all scripted. They're down half time, whatever, and then they start spinning it around and they end up winning. It was just all too much. And like, because have you seen any of the clips of her? She was with Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' missus, and then there's that Spice Latte woman. Like she's
Oh,
sort of
Ice
like
Spice.
I don't know, just another Nicki Minaj really, and but she's next to her as well. So I've seen all bloody videos about that because she was doing like demon signs with her hands,
Yeah, I've seen
and
that
then she
one.
kept lifting up a necklace, which was an upside down crucifix.
Yeah, no, I
So
did see one of those videos on
yeah, it's like
TikTok.
devil bashing and that log. So
Also, I did see a stat that was like you've seen more of Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl than any other like person.
yeah,
Like,
it's
it's mad,
because
isn't it?
she's literally earned the NFL like
Like
over
viewership, yeah.
yeah over $1 billion worth like in dollars because of her relationship. It's just ridiculous. So that's why they've done it. They've done it for all of that extra exposure.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
but it's just surprising how much money's involved in it, where it's not as big as football, like
Yeah,
our football.
there's. I've watched a thing about this before because a lot of the world's money is in America and
Mm,
American companies, and because
yeah,
that's the number one sport in America, that's why you think how can a team like the Dallas Cowboys be worth more than Man United when Man United's got more fans around the world and
yeah,
stuff like that, and you just it's got something to do with because America's where the money is, and somehow I can't remember the fundamentals of it, but it's basically because it's based in America and it's America sport and only niche to America to a certain extent. That's
mm,
why it's so valuable. The teams are,
yeah,
which is really weird actually, because as I said with Manu or Manu PSG, like
yeah. Real
global
Madrid,
teams, yeah, yeah,
Barcelona, and all that. Yeah,
you know. But yeah, and they have some serious salaries like that Patrick Mahomes, that quarterback that plays for the Chiefs.
yeah,
He's on. Get this, he's got a 10-year contract, 500 million, so 50 million a year gets paid.
yeah,
And that's not include that's just his football contract. That's
yeah,
not
yeah. So there's
including
no
bonuses
sponsorships or anything.
and none of the sponsorships.
Yeah.
So that's some serious money. Just and I don't think, you know, what's a regular season? Is it 16 games? 4, 8, 12. I'm sure I'm 16 games. I might be wrong in that. So I haven't watched football for ages, American football, sorry.
I don't know, to be honest.
I'm sure there's a 16. It's because you can only play like 16 games and not play again for the rest of the year, depending if you get knocked out or whatever. Because they
Yeah,
don't they don't draw, do they? Just win or lose, innit? There's no draws in it.
yeah. I think it's almost like a mini league at first,
Yeah, it's four. Yeah, they have
and then
like
it's the top few that go through,
yeah,
isn't it?
they have like groups of four.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've really never got into it, um, which is not surprising. Like I watch rugby from time to time, but I've never been a massive rugby fan either. I think
Mm,
if I was into rugby more, then I probably would put the effort in to
right.
try and watch it. But
Yeah, because what I was going to say, two things. Have you seen how big college football is in America in terms of the
again,
stadiums? They're
I
like
know I know that it is massive because their stadiums as well. They knock them down and rebuild them every like 5 6 years or something, don't they?
right. Well, the college ones. So I'm talking like Alabama, Georgia, around. I don't know. Is it called the Deep South?
Mm.
Where there's like it's a big football community. Their like colleges have like 110,000 stadium.
Yeah, yeah,
110,000 just to watch a college game.
yeah. It is mental, really,
Yeah.
when you look at those sort of numbers. Um, but it is good on the sense with the drafting system and that. It's a more of a level playing
Yeah, yeah,
field at
yeah, yeah.
first, isn't it? But yeah, I've just never got into it. It's not been my cup of tea.
I do like watching the documentaries, on Netflix. Where was it? Last Chance You. Did you ever watch that? It's
I
basically
didn't watch it, no, but I do know of it.
because one of the things, and I think we spoke about this before, is like these lads are like 22, 21, and they can't wake up to go to like class, and they're on there on a scholarship.
Yeah.
Like you're 21, mate, and they're like the coach like these kids like he's not kids. They're 21, mate.
Well, I think because of the school system in America, you are seen more as a kid
Into
in
like
the early
20,
20s
yeah,
because it
because it's
literally
4 years of college after 18, so probably anything after 22, I'd
Yeah,
say.
because it literally is. Because that's what they were trying to do over here, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stay in school, like mandatory to stay in school until you're 18, and then push on for further education.
I've always found that uh, that's fascinated me about America. You can grow up, say, like in somewhere, let's just say Seattle, which is on the East Coast,
Mm,
go to college, then into Texas, which is like thousands of miles away. Do 4 years there, so you get more friends, and you get your life sorted there, and then get a job then straight after college, like in New York.
mm.
I always find that fascinating. Like, so you've got your school friends, your college friends, and then you've got your grown-up friends. It's like restarting again,
Well, yeah,
which
it
it's
is.
it's it's a hard for me to understand because obviously we've been at the same group of friends since like 11 or 12.
Yeah, it's similar in a sense, but on a bigger scale, just because of the distance.
But that's what I'm
You
saying.
think, I'm only like less than 20 miles away from you now, and if it weren't for this podcast, really, we'd still barely see each other.
No,
But with them, it's as you say, it's hundreds of thousands of miles
right?
away between each other.
Yeah,
So yeah, it is on a grander scale. Um,
because it is literally the equivalent of me driving. Say, if I lived here, the distance apart, sorry, is like me literally getting a plane from here. It's like Paris to see her.
yeah.
Like, it's just fucking
Well,
madness.
even further still, really,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
some
it
of the
could be.
bits, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially if you're going coast to coast.
yeah.
But yeah, I've always, that's always fascinated me about it. Is because
Mm.
where do you, if you grew up in Seattle or what's a state? What's it? Oregon, or
Yeah.
yeah. Then you went to Texas for college, and then say you've went to like North. Let's just go to Florida then for a job.
Mm.
Like how do you adapt? Because every state has different tax. It's just like it's so hard. I think.
Again, I think because it's their norm, isn't it?
Mm,
Like, so fair enough. Yeah, it's different tax rates and that in each different state, but because that's regulated, it'd be like us going from Birmingham to Manchester or something, and you're paying different
yeah.
VAT on your products that you're buying.
It's like, but you're putting more distance in between, like your family, and then you're putting more distance in between your college friends, and you're just
Mm.
putting distancing yourself from everyone again
Yeah,
to start again, basically. I know you obviously do need a full job, but it's always fascinated me that's set
mm.
up as.
Yeah. I suppose it's good in a sense though, because you know, not necessarily us in general, but you do see it with some people where they're too comfortable just staying in their own
No, no, I get it,
hometown zone and whatever, and just always staying. Like, there's a few people that I imagine still do it now, but we're always going to the same pub every day
yeah,
from the age of 16, and they'll stay in that pub until the
yeah,
die
yeah.
essentially. You know, you got to venture out a little bit where some people are just happy doing that, aren't
Yeah. Also, I know we're talking a lot about America. You know what?
they?
America, Daka. Fucking that. Like, honestly, fucking
I
that
haven't,
movie
I
that
haven't
they couldn't
watched
get
that for
Daka
years, man.
Daka.
Yeah,
That movie could not be made now.
Team America, by the way,
Yeah.
for anyone that doesn't know the reference.
Um.
God, I remember that because like the arms bouncing around. I remember saying to Hollywood, "Like that's you, that."
Yeah. Um. Yeah. No. What? I've lost my train of
I
thought.
don't know
That.
what you
Yeah.
was gonna
No.
say.
But now just going to America, obviously, because how TikTok works. Once you watch one video, they keep coming up.
Yeah, the old
So
algorithm.
yeah. So on mine, it like keeps showing me these little quaint towns in America. Like you just you slide through the slideshow.
Mm.
I keep sending them to Kay. Like I want to move there. Like just like a Hallmark movie, the
Yeah,
Christmas
out in the
movie. Yeah,
suburbs and that.
yeah, that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Like brilliant. I don't know how. I,
Well, I always see a lot of not the American ones, lot, but similar setups where it shows this house. Uh, like it'll say how much land it's got with it. So a dozen acres. Like shows the interior, the nice kitchen, how many bedrooms it's got, this and that, blah blah, and then it'll be like in Denmark, €67,000 or something, and you think it's the price of that. over here for that same style house, and that would be like 2 million or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
and it's crazy. It's but again, it's like the property prices over in America is ridiculous as well, isn't it? That's why it is a renters market over there, really.
Yeah,
Because I think that's why they tried to change things, not
yeah.
intentionally, but like the governments leaned more towards having people that already own houses rent them out and that over here, and that's why a part of the reason why everything's fucked up.
You know,
I reckon.
we're going to talk about America one last time because I was speaking to Carlo about, if I had one last meal because I'm on this diet. So I'm really thinking about food constantly. And you know what I really want? So this ain't American, but a deep fried Snickers. That's what I want. I can't find nowhere that does it. So if there's
But
any,
it wasn't really a massive thing over here, though, was it?
no, but there's got to be a shop somewhere that does it that I don't know about, local, and I would travel for it. So that, and also
But have you Googled it to see that?
I've googled it, and it's so hard to find. Scotland, yeah. And the other thing, and I would quite happily go on a plane, sit on the plane for 7, 8, 9 hours to go to a 7-Eleven and get a Sour Patch Kids Slurpee or slush. I don't know what the
It's
slurp.
a slush puppy for us, but it's just liquid
It's
ice, isn't
full of shit, mate. But it's fucking. Look, $2, mate. It's fucking massive as well.
it?
Yeah. Fucking yeah. Really nice.
So what you're saying is those Tango
No,
Ice Blast
that
sodas are the
shit.
same.
No, 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 no. They're just Tango Eyes Blasts and nothing.
I don't even like the Tango Ice Blast anyway.
No, they took all the sugar out of it, and
I don't know. I never
yeah.
liked them before.
Oh no,
Like,
that was nice before.
no, I never liked them before.
But Jack 7-Eleven, it's like everything you want. It's like, I can't. I've got to stop.
That's why it's called a convenience store
Yeah,
because it's convenient.
you
It's got
you
everything
get
that you
fucking
want.
everything.
Oh God.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
not much has
yeah.
happened this week,
No,
really,
no.
then, has it? Yeah, I've still been seeing a few more things about aliens and stuff going on, like, but yeah, there's not been any major.
Nah.
No, actually, sorry, I did see a big video the other week. So apparently, all of the ice cap in the North Pole has melted, and there was so a spaceship that was found there.
What? Because the snow's melted and
Yeah, so
yeah,
it
okay,
was underneath the ice
right.
caps. Uh, Carbon dated to 50,000 years ago for when it landed slash crashed. So it correlates with the last ice age that we had, and so the power it's still got power. It's emitting. It's like a 2 mile spacecraft craft or something. So it's a massive ship anyway. And then the EMF field, so electric magnetic field that it's still radiating around it is like a 200 square mile radius. So uh, like the video was saying, look, that's why when such and such exposition happened years ago, that was why there was a crash and this and that,
Right.
like because of the ship's self defense mechanism essentially has scrambled the plane's devices and it's just gone down. So essentially, I can't think of what they were called now, but I know we spoke about it before. But those giant heads that were a part of the dig sites. So as they were digging, you could see like the
Oh
really
yeah,
tall
yeah. In
heads.
China. No, it was in China.
They've been all over the
Oh
place, haven't
yeah,
they?
I know what you're on about. The
Obviously, I was well prepared for this conversation. um, so, not that we've seen pictures of it, but those heads, they've dug the rest of them down and they're like 80 meters tall. And so, essentially, what they're saying is that they're statues of the aliens that are in, well, that were in, that came from in this spaceship. And that's why, it's a massive spaceship because
right.
that was the civilization that came in it. Um, But yeah, it's like I've seen a few videos relate. Obviously, I've seen the first one. Then there was a few videos relating to it afterwards as well. But it's like, why isn't there any? like stories, whether or not the spaceship or like whatever is actually there. But if the ice cap's melted, why hasn't there been stories about it?
Mm,
And then why aren't we all under sea level like what they were saying years ago because of global warming?
yeah, there's always it's not called global warming anymore. It's called climate change. Because they had to change that as well because the world weren't getting warmer at the rate that they said it
Yeah,
would, so they had to change it. But it's just a load of bollocks, mate. Honestly, and there's a conspiracy in everything now.
yeah. I think it's just a natural cycle that the planet goes on. Gets hot, gets cold,
Yeah.
rinse and repeat. Um, but yeah, it's other than that, I've not seen any new sightings. I've not seen anything again myself. You know that little flash from the other week. I do keep keeping my eyes out. To be fair, I wonder if that's why it was really foggy the other morning. They were hiding. To be fair, it was really thick fog. Like I could, it was as I got up in the morning to start the dog out. Like I could, I don't know, 15 meters.
Yeah.
I could just about see
All
that
right.
far ahead. It was proper thick, man. It was all right. I walked through it though, man.
Boy. There ain't no better feeling when it's snowing with a bit of fog and
Well,
you're walking in it at night time. That's fucking great, that is.
yeah, we should have had a bit of snow the other week as
Oh,
well,
damn
but
fuck all. Rain.
uh, I was in Burton and it snowed a little bit, but it was raining at the same
Yeah.
time, so
Doesn't count.
nothing.
Yeah.
Um, otherwise, nothing by me as usual. Yeah, never get anything. Just shit. But you know, it's been warm the last couple of days. I feel anyway. And you watch, it'll start snowing in a couple of weeks now. Because I know we had it in March a couple of years ago as well.
Mm.
Well, it might have been last year we had a bit of snow in March. But and when I say a bit, like another little flutter, nothing major. Well, go on, was you going to say something else?
No, no, no,
Oh,
no,
I
no.
think you was about to. Well, yeah, since there's nothing else major really going on, I think we should move on to your favourite parts, the old correspondence, get some emails on the go. And since it's been 2 weeks for us, but only 1 week for our lovely listeners, we have got a good couple of emails. And as always, anyone that does want to email, it is at Ash and JD on the Twitter, the X. The email address is realtalkingpod@gmail.com. On the YouTubes and all that. The links are all in the
Mm.
description. I mean, you should know if you read the descriptions. I suppose not many people do, to be fair, but yeah, anything you ever want to email in, any questions, you need some advice, or you just want to come on and start chatting shit, just call us a knob or something, and I'll give it back. But yeah,
I'm surprised no one's actually done that, though, yeah. Like, come on
yeah,
and give a bit of grief.
not that I've seen, but yeah, no one's properly slagged us off. Like, that James is trying to have a bit of banter. There was Danny G originally as well, weren't
Yeah,
there?
he fell off, didn't he?
Yeah, he probably just. I reckon he still listens. Just sits at home and just thought, that fuck off.
Yeah, vaping.
Yeah, no riz. Putting on his pod 4 times a day or something because he ain't got a girlfriend. Right. Well, since I just mentioned James, I'll start off with him anyway.
Right.
So uh, he's saying because he thinks he's proper Scouseni, but he's not. He's a wall. So he's saying,
Well, you know what, though? I thought about this. No, because you call him War, but you live in Birmingham and support Manchester. So, isn't that really what you're trying to say he is a Wall for?
no, because I had no choice growing up. It was either be a Man United fan or don't follow football at all.
But that
Now,
could be his. I'm just defending him a little bit. Yeah. Maybe that was
no,
his
no.
choice. His family.
Well, he's not saying this though, is he?
Right.
You know.
What's he saying, then, mate?
So he's saying I don't know what a real Scouse is. Uh, Jamie Carragher is a legend. Uh, Steven Gerrard will get better as a manager. And when we win the league, Klopp can hand over the reins.
Right. Jamie Carragher is not a legend.
No.
I always feel like he needs to breathe.
Breathe and just have a glass of water or something.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to get the phlegm out.
Get the, yeah.
It's all just like.
And
oh God, horrible.
but I do agree. Steven Gerrard will get better because he done. I thought he'd done well at Rangers to win the league with I know it's just them or Celtic, but then he went into Villa and he started off all right. Then now he dipped. I think
I
he'll.
think with Villa, it was the new manager bounce, as a lot of teams have, though.
That could be true. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we could take over Rangers or Celtic and win the league. It's not hard, is it?
No,
It
no.
ends.
No, it is a 50-50, any.
Yeah, it's not a farmers' league like uh, the French league, but
Yeah.
it's an easier league.
Well, also, he's put there once we win the league. I do think Man City's going to win this already
Oh
now.
yeah, yeah.
As soon as they closed like that gap,
Yeah, because as of the moment, they've got a game in hand, and
it's 2 points behind, isn't it? Is that right?
I
I'm sure
believe
it's two
so.
points behind because Liverpool fucked up by losing to Arsenal. As soon as they lost to Arsenal, that was it.
Yeah,
That was it. I was like, yeah, the league's done now.
yeah. And then even though Arsenal have been playing well recently,
They always
and
fall off.
they have had a good couple of games of like goal results, but they're still just the starting 11 is great, but they just haven't got enough on the bench. I don't think.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
But
Yeah. So yeah, sorry, just Man City are 2 points behind Liverpool as we speak with a game in hand. So
yeah,
I don't know who their game in hand is, but it doesn't really matter
I don't
because
even know where the game plans come from, to be honest. Though, but
so it looks like it's either going to be Luton,
I was just about to say,
Brentford,
was
or
Luton's
Bournemouth.
because I
So they're going
remember
to
Luton
win.
had a game postponed
Oh,
because of it flooded, didn't it?
oh, I don't
Or it
know.
might have been because of the scaffolding or something around the ground. So
Right,
it might be Luton.
right. Wait, it's either going to be Luton, Bournemouth, or Brentford, and
It's an easy game
they're
for them
gonna
anyway.
smash them
Yeah,
4-0, no matter who it is.
yeah, it's an easy game for them.
Yeah, I mean Haaland 16 goals again. Fucking hell,
Yeah,
an absolute beast.
I know. But again, you think a lot of strikers, probably even Flavio Bonglahor could have been put up front for Man City at the moment and still score a good few goals.
Fuck
Mate, I
that.
have to say, did you see the video of him crying after United's fucking win against Villa last week?
No, no.
So he was uh, Malaysian, like Sky Sports, whatever, like whatever Malaysia's.
Yeah, look now TV, isn't it? No, it's not now. It's I know you're on Optimus or whatever sport,
I
isn't
don't
it?
know,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
whatever,
Whatever it's on the
mate.
dodgy box. Yeah, you watch your football on the dot. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so he was one of the, like the pundits. So not the commentators, but the pundits for it. And so again, I don't know who it was with him, but they're recording him as United have scored the late goal, and he's there. He's just wiping the tears from his eyes, and that he was crying, little pussy all. And oh god, I mean, he's always been a prat anyway.
Yeah.
I know I've said it on the pod before, but I've seen him, I've slagged him off to his face, and he couldn't handle the banter,
No.
even though he
So,
was shit.
what have you got to say back to James?
Um, well, yeah, they're not going to win the league, and
Agreed.
Bayern Munich, they're on about sacking Tuchel and getting Xabi Alonso
At the end of the
anyway.
season, yeah. That'd
Yeah,
be interesting
so
if they do that because I would like him to go to Liverpool, but if Bayern Munich comes up because he played for them as well, that'd be an interesting.
yeah, I think it just depends on how Liverpool. If Liverpool was to win the league, I think Alonso would go there then. But if they didn't, I don't think he would
Yeah.
because there wouldn't be the momentum leading into next season then.
And the thing is, if he goes to Bayern Munich, he's kind of guaranteed to win the. Not guaranteed, but he's got a good chance. He's got a better chance of winning that league.
Yeah,
then.
he's got a better chance. But how funny is it that Harry Kane goes there and they're not looking good, are they?
No. Okay,
That kid's just cursed anyway.
Yeah.
It's that kid. He's like 2 years younger than us, and God, I was thinking about this the other day. We're 35 this year.
Yeah,
I'm 35 in like 4.5 weeks ish.
Yeah, old mate.
You think so? 35. That like 50 years ago, that would have been classed as a midlife crisis. Then.
And no, it's true. Do you remember when you was young and you used to look at 35-year-old men like, fuck,
Yeah,
old bastards.
I know. But then I look at some lads that are just a couple of years younger than us at the moment. I think that they look older than us.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Some people look. You can look at some. There was some guys I was seeing some guys in the gym. He was telling me he was 53 or something. Was he 53? No, 49. It's like you're 49. It's like yeah, it didn't look like he. I
No.
would have said like late 30s max.
Mm.
But it's just weird, eh?
Well, I've been doing some work with this geezer recently and that as well, and I thought he was younger than me, but he's not. He's like 40, 41.
Fucking hell.
And he's obviously never had a stressful life.
Yeah.
Easy paper round as a kid. But yeah, James, we'll see at the end of the season what happens with Liverpool, mate. But I think it's just City's all over. You got no chance. And Klopp will have a nice 1 or 2 year retirement, and then
Manage Real Madrid, ain't he?
yeah, Real Madrid. I'd say it's more like Real Madrid over
after
Barcelona.
after Angelo, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Right, so we'll move on to Abby now, and she says, "What's the saddest card decline moment you've ever seen? I work in a nightclub, and it's crazy how many times it happens each night.
No,
Each night.
no. The saddest one I've ever seen was this lad. We went out with Hollywood and one of our other pals. It was us. No, so I don't know. You wasn't there. So it was just me, Hollywood, and one of our other pals. We went to All Bar One or Beer One, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember. And
I know of All Bar One. I
yeah.
don't know of anyone.
You know, how Hollywood would always chat to like men, which is a bit sus anyway. So he got chance this one geez, and the geez like, let me buy you lads a drink. I've got fucking loads of money. Like, bigging himself up, penny. And yeah, he went to pay, his card got declined. He was like, nah, I got loads of money, to the point where he showed us his bank account, like one of them
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
And to be fair, he had a few grand in there. But yeah, he got declined for some reason. Yeah, so as I say, Hollywood brought the drinks, so
Wounded.
yeah, that's probably the saddest thing I've seen, because he was like, nah lads, I've got the
Yeah,
money,
so
like,
much in the
yeah,
bin, and then it just drops off. I mean, I've seen loads of that, not to the same extent where they're trying to buy me a drink, but I've seen loads of them in the club, and like just it's declined, and they're still trying to like talk to the bar staff as if like, oh come on, just let me have the drink then.
yeah,
Like, no, you can't pay for it, so you
yeah.
can't have it. Otherwise, the saddest would probably be when I saw some lads at the self checkout. I think it must have been Asda, and he didn't have much, just a couple of items, and like the card just
Mm,
kept saying decline. And if I was in a good mood, I probably would have paid
just,
for it,
yeah,
but I didn't.
yeah.
And it's just like the look of like disappointment, just like, oh, I can't get this stuff because my card's not working. Um, Fortunately, I've never had that myself. I suppose there should have been a good few times on a night out at the club myself when that should have happened to save myself some
Mm,
money. But yeah, it's never happened to me. Yeah, not really seen it much. I suppose because we don't work in retail or anything either.
yeah.
So unless we're out, we don't really see anything like
Mm.
that. But yeah,
It's more normally in the club. It's when it's like
yeah, loads of
it's
times I've seen it
as
in the club,
yeah,
like, but
the club.
in the club.
I fuck the club now, mate.
Nah, man, I'm
Fuck
too
it.
old for it.
The club.
Uh, I mean, it's hard enough just to go to the pub, man. But
I'll be asleep by fucking 12.
yeah, that's why I'm happy. Like, if we was to go to the pub, get there like 5, 6 o'clock.
Have some food.
Yeah, a little scran, good few beers.
That's it.
Back home for like 9.
That's it. Watch
Happy
Match of Day.
days. Yeah, man. I watched it for the first time in ages the other week.
I haven't watched this either.
It was only because I wanted to see the highlights of the was it Newcastle and Luton 4-4.
Oh, right.
Which I thought that, like, from watching the highlights, I thought that was a good game. There's quite a lot of goals that weekend as well,
There
so
was.
it was a good match of the day, which makes a change.
Well, yeah, thank you for your email, Abby. And
Yeah.
also, James, we didn't say thanks for your email. I know you get, I know JD baits you a little bit, but your email's always appreciated.
Because he's not a proper scout, that's why.
He's like, he don't beat me up.
Hey,
He's not beating me.
Hey, calm down. You White Sox, right, so Steve, so we had the email off of Steve the other week asking would we forgive our partners if they cheated on us?
Yes, I remember this one.
And we was asking for context because we didn't know if
It
he's the one that's been
happened.
cheated on.
Yeah.
Is he cheating?
He's not going to say either way, is it?
Well, he has given us an update.
Right.
So, all right, lads, I've got no skeletons in my closet. It's my mate and his missus.
Right.
Turns out she's been doing OnlyFans.
Right.
They were out and she got recognised. Took him a few days to find out what she was doing. His head is shot. I don't know how much longer I can have him sleeping on my sofa.
Right.
So he's doing the good mate.
But is he friends for the? Oh, we ain't got the camera. You know, is it really a friend or is it? You know, you get what I'm saying. But
I'm guessing it is.
would you? It depends what they're doing on OnlyFans because if they're having full sex on OnlyFans, then yeah, it's over. But if it's just pictures of, you know, your partner and they're just doing stuff to themselves, if they're if it, do you get what I'm saying? If they're shagging other people,
if it's solo content, then let it be.
Just let it be.
Just earn that money.
Yeah, just earn the money, innit?
I know that not through watching any of it, but just from when you do hear it on the podcasts and whatever. I know a lot of them will only have female, like fellow female content creators because I don't know who it was, but I know one of them in particular did say that they don't trust male creators as much because not because of like STDs or whatever, but performance issues.
Yeah.
Like they can't get up to the task and do what's required. But yeah, if I don't know how I would feel about just female.
But like, why wouldn't she tell him that she's doing it?
I don't know.
Is it more the lie that's shot his head because she's been lying to him?
And is it that she's still doing it, or did she used to do it and then they've got together?
Yeah, that could be even that. Yeah. So look, for me, as long as it's just solo stuff, I don't think it should be able to get it around it. But if it's full contact with other people, some people don't like it, girl on girl stuff.
Again, though, because if she's like fisting herself on camera for people, but then she's not fisting herself for you.
Yeah, it's like what I do it for.
Yeah, like
the jealousy aspect.
Yeah, you know, if she's just bashing it all out and losing the sex drive for yourself, then yeah, I'd be annoyed about that. Yeah, find out a bit more, Steve. Let us know.
No, this is interesting actually because no, it is really interesting, and it's
not because his mate's in pain.
No, because
emotionally.
We have spoke about OnlyFans on this, and I know where I stand now. I keep saying it. You ask them 2 questions: how much do you earn? What's your best month? And that's all relevant.
So Steve, ask those questions for us.
Yeah, no, because that is the only relevance.
But she must be popular to a certain degree because they've gone out for a meal or whatever. Find out a handle or at whatever it is.
What is it? Isn't yeah? I was gonna say, is it? I don't know.
Find out the link tree.
Yeah, link tree. Yeah, LinkedIn. Okay,
LinkedIn. That's it.
Yeah. Now, but yeah, definitely. If you can get some more context on this, this is I know. Sorry, for your mate because he's going through some stuff, but if you can give us a bit more, not so much in that or anything, but like of the context of what she's doing on OnlyFans, that'd be great. It just gives us more. Just more.
Just a bit of context, so we can actually try and help him and yourself.
If you go on OnlyFans, you can watch people just paint naked. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
Can you imagine that naked Bob Ross?
Who's Bob Ross?
Bob Ross, the big hair, always painted like a cabin in the forest and that log.
Oh fuck yeah, and then look, the page and it looked like it was going down the river.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay,
because the conspiracy is that he was a serial killer, and no, it's a proper conspiracy. This is like, obviously I don't know if it's real or not, but so every like cabin or scenery and that he painted was like somewhere that he buried a body.
All right, fucking hell.
Yeah, you'll start seeing it now. Don't spoke about it. You'll start seeing it on your TikTok.
No, but yeah, Steve, honestly, just a bit more context, and that'd be great because this is like really, really interesting. Because not for you, mate, obviously, but
poor kid crying.
Yeah. It's just it'd be really great to get a bit more context in this, and I'm sure the listeners would love to hear like what kind of what kind of stuff she's doing. Is he full blown? Is he soft?
Yeah.
You know,
Is she sitting on
because
a
imagine that if it is literally just she's getting whacked by two men constantly on there, and whoa, that would be hard.
Yeah,
No,
you just would. Yeah,
yeah.
you're definitely not forgiving that.
Right. But no, Steve, thank you for your email.
Yeah, keep up the update. Let us know the score. And in general, though, to be fair, there's not much else you can do. Just
be a good mate.
Yeah.
Mate.
Don't take him out on the piss too much, I'd say, because that ain't gonna help. Yeah, take
It
him out in
depends
general.
because sometimes you need it to get over it, but then it's that getting.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
the climb.
So don't do it too much because you can't affect your own personal work life and whatever. And if you've got a missus yourself, it will start getting on her head, getting on her tits.
Yeah.
So
I know
don't do
literally,
it too
mate.
much.
You know what you've done there. Yeah. I hope everyone noticed that as well.
Yeah. But
wordplay, mate.
now we have got a few more emails.
No, let's do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because we're on a bit of a push time at the moment, and we don't want someone else sleeping on another bed sofa. Right, well, we'll give one more because we have got a couple more, but we'll give one more and save the rest for next week. Then,
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, then let's do that.
Right, so let's go for Lauren.
And we will say, everyone that's emailed, we will get to your emails next week.
Yeah, I am going to save them on my phone, and we will read them out. It's just like what we did with last week. Basically, we did the shorter one. Then the following week, we actually did the emails. So we'll bring these. We'll probably start off with them next week. Even though we didn't start off with them last week, it was literally we intended to, but we started rattling on. Because that's what we do.
Right, let's do the one more then, and then, as you said, we'll get to the rest next week.
Yeah. So we'll go with Lauren. Again, when she emailed, I think it was last time anyway, she was contemplating leaving a job.
Right, yes, I remember, yeah.
We give a bit of advice, look for another job while you're still working, blah, blah.
Interesting.
So she says that she's left her old job, couldn't stay in that crappy place anymore. Just trying a few different things now to see where I want to go in life. So fair play.
That's great.
Because that's always the main thing. You got to make sure you're happy.
Yeah.
Not just in life, but with what
you've got to get that
to
balance in it.
Yeah. Yeah, because as I did say at that, like when we read her last email, not meal. You can tell I'm hungry. I actually enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
So, I've got a good balance with that.
But I really respect that because she weren't happy. She's took a risk, and now she's just finding her place.
Yeah, because even if it's like 6 months flipping the burgers at McDonald's and that, until if you need to do like a night course or whatever, just like the main thing is she's still
navigating, navigating through life.
You still need to earn the money to do whatever you need to do. So yeah, fair play on that. So she says, anyway, my ex-boss is now asking for the whereabouts of, in quote, important documents. How should I respond?
Right, so it sounds like
this was sent about a week and a half ago, so this might be a bit too late on advice from our part.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like, I just wouldn't bother. Obviously, it depends on what kind of. If it's payroll documents, you gotta tell them where that is. But if it's just like, I don't know, just whatever Excel spreadsheet and that, I'll be like, fuck it, let that person do that now.
I would literally just send him like the most sarcastic email back, like, this is why I've left because I had to do all this and no one else can do it now, and I don't even work now. You're reaching out to me. I would literally just big myself up, and just give it to him. Just big yourself up. Send it.
Send an invoice as well, though. If you say like it's in whatever folder labeled as such and such, then ping an invoice for like an hour's worth of work.
Yeah. What she should do as well, just send it, nothing else, and just put, what are you going to do without me? Winky face. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, respect for leaving. Obviously, you took a chance, you're navigating, and hopefully you find something.
Yeah. And then, if you start doing OnlyFans, let us know. We'll shout you out.
Also, you know what? Look, if there isn't OnlyFans girl listens to our podcast, can you get in touch?
Just a girl? What if there's
No,
a,
no, no,
a, a
no,
man
no,
that's doing
or a
OnlyFans?
couple. Yeah, yeah. Anyone.
Oh yeah, couples can
Let's
do it as well.
let's get them on. Let's get them on so we can ask 2 questions. But I'm sure we can. I suppose you can ask what's the weirdest thing you've ever been requested, any, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the third question,
So
isn't it? Yeah.
let's. Well, yeah. Sorry, we're just going right. Yeah, but Lauren, yeah, I
So
think
there's a few
yeah.
things. As I say, if it is anything to do with pay, you've got to just say, look, oh,
But,
it's such and such.
but
We don't know what she used to do for work.
also, what's that thing? GDPR. Technically now he shouldn't be asking for stuff like that because so you know what is it GDPR?
You're about like the data protection
Yeah,
act and
yeah,
all that.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm pretty sure by law he shouldn't be asking her now.
it shouldn't be no.
No, no, no.
Yeah, because again, like, has he got in touch personal phone number or personal? Like
Yeah,
she hasn't said so,
I
but
would assume it'd be an email, innit? You would
yeah, but
assume so.
if it was a works email address, I wouldn't have been checking that in the first place.
Or
But
yeah,
if
a
it's to your
private,
personal
yeah,
one, then I'd be like, hang on, Jeff, don't fucking get in touch with me.
yeah. Fuck off, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
if it's just a bollocks, spreadsheet or whatever, some
yeah.
presentation, I'd be like, nah, it's not off.
Right.
Get my replacement to find it.
And because obviously, as JD said, it's probably been a week and a half since you emailed. Can you
Yeah,
let us know what you did reply back to that, please? That'd be great to know. Because I hope it's something sarcastic or just something just short and sweet. You know where
send a picture of your bumhole.
it's just enough, just to be like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just a
There's
little
enough
icing on the cake,
slap in
ain't
the
it?
face,
Yeah.
But you've held your dignity as well. No,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So yeah, cheers for that. And yeah, we've got. I'll just write them out. So we've got the Reds 92 from the other week. Miles, he's still catching up, and we've got Jess. So
Right.
hold tight. We will get on to you next week. Get on me.
And we will do those first off on the next week's podcast.
That'll be the intention. Yeah.
We'll do next week. Let's do the emails first, then.
Yeah. Emails. Probably talk shit in between. Well, not probably. Most likely will do.
Definitely.
And then, yeah, if we've got a few more emails, rattle on to them afterwards at the end as well. So yeah, and we should be asking for some bits and bobs next week as well because we're coming up to episode 50. We're going to try and do something a bit special. I don't know. We've got to actually have a little brainstorm and sort something out. But that's for us behind the scenes. But stay tuned for it anyway. It's going to be big. Always going to get better as well. Shout out to all the new listeners and everything as well.
Yes.
Appreciating all the downloads and everything we're getting. The numbers are getting bigger. So glad that we're getting a higher audience and all that out there. So yeah. Really loving it.
I do like the fact that when we started this podcast, we didn't have a topic in terms of we weren't going to just stick to a certain topic because I do feel
we tried a little bit to try and do.
Yes,
like,
yeah.
We did.
We
tried to plan.
Yeah.
Topics to talk about, but it's a lot of work to do that. To be fair, as daft as it sounds.
Yeah.
Not trying to think of stuff.
I do feel like doing it how we do it, obviously, and we are open. Like I do feel like not other podcast would probably get some of these emails, and that's what I like. It's a bit out there, bit niche.
But it's just random. We probably should have called it the Random Talking Podcast. But
always time, mate.
It's always real talk, though.
Yeah, it's always from the heart.
Because even though it's random, it's the realest talk. It's the realest reactions and real emotions and real topics.
Like Emotion FM. Every time Emotion FM. Fernando.
So yeah, appreciate you all, and we shall see you next week. Peace.
Bye-bye.